And I've always wondered why we keep defending a divisive two-party system like it's sacred. It worked for a long time, roughly 2 centuries, but then something shifted. It wasn't too long ago that we didn't have to pay taxes. But here we are, more taxes, more laws, more emergencies. Always serious, always urgent, always war. War with ourselves, war with everybody else. It's profitable because the elites learned a simple trick. If you scare people enough, you can justify anything, even genocide. War, spending, surveillance, trillions and trillions of dollars from taxpayers who are told it's for their own good. It's for your safety, to protect you. They don't need to touch your bank account anymore, folks. They just need to devalue the dollar and let inflation do the looting for them. It's almost it's a brilliant system, really. If you wanted to steal from a lot of people, inflation is the way to go. They even convinced you that inflation is good. Your house went up in value. Wow, congratulations. You did good. Keep paying. Except the currency went down faster. Somehow you make more money, and yet you're broker than you was the year before. You didn't get richer. You got poorer with better numbers. They look good. They're not good. Let me tell you a story. 2 people walk up arguing, and one is in a blue hat and one is in a red hat. And a crowd gathers. It's entertaining to watch. It starts to draw people in. People start picking sides. I like the way this guy is talking here. I like this. But then both hat people turn around to their portion of the crowd and they slap them hard. The blue hat then points at the red hat, and the red hat points at the blue hat. Look what they have done to you. They say that the slaps were necessary to win the argument someday. Then they start reaching into the crowd's pockets and pulling money out. Again, it's to win the argument someday. Then they start asking for donations on top of the taking out of your pocket. Support the cause, they scream. This is serious. It's the end of times. Time passes. The crowd gets used to the slaps. They get used to the money disappearing. Eventually, they start handing it over voluntarily. Auto debiting. What the crowd never asks is whether the hat people know each other, whether they laugh together in their private parties and their galas, whether the argument is the product. Political theater, entertainment. That's where we're at now. 2 parties fighting, arguing. One sabotages the other while the other one's trying to do something, and then they switch roles and they do the exact same thing. It's like you fixing a tire, and then the other person, your partner in your car, gets out and slashes the other one. And then they get out to fix that tire, and then you run over and slash it. Is that car going anywhere? Really? No. Nothing gets fixed. The infrastructure decays. We're in a 1970 infrastructure right now. Healthcare bleeds money like crazy. And the real victim is always the same. It's not the elites. They're rich. They get rich. They go in. Ilhan Omar got in negative 40,000 in her bank. 4 years later, she's worth $40 million. That's normal. Nobody questions that because it might be a part of your party. Same thing goes on the Republican side too. Dan Crenshaw made a whole bunch of money out of nowhere. Nobody ever asks where it comes from. They know there's insider trading, but nothing happens. They're abusing you on purpose. Clicks for money, activism for money, protesting for money. We fund our own abuse. We pay for more laws that take away our freedoms, more control, less freedom over time. Both are taking from us constantly. Do you not see that we're hanging ourselves? Allowing them to do the craziest shit that you'd never dream of. They told us for decades, have borders because it'll keep you safe. Then they open them. And there's people in the world that are bad. We have to understand that. There are bad people out there. There are terrorists out there. There are people that want us dead. So when you open up the border and you allow billions of people to pour in, I should say millions, it was like 20 million. 20 million people to pour in. Do you think that maybe 1% of them might not have your best interests in mind? And then you get another party that comes out and their job is to do the exact opposite as the last one, right? Go hard. Take everybody. Do this, do that. I get it, folks. You want to be safer. You want your old communities back, your old cultures. Yes, cultures have been destroyed. Let's face the reality. The UK is unrecognizable right now. Completely unrecognizable. Their culture is lost. It's gone. You know this. You can look at it. It's all over. It's all over the news. It's all over everywhere. Maybe that's the news they want us to see. I don't know. But the point is, if you destroy a culture and you remove all these things, I'm all for immigration here in America, right? I'm an independent. I want to be safe in my country. That'd be awesome. I want you to be safe. I also don't like good quality people getting the shaft because of some dumb asses that decided to fraud or do some crazy shit or blow people up or whatever. They should not pay as a collective group for all the crimes of a few. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here because I feel like we should know that, right? If I committed a crime, I don't want my son to pay for it. Or my cousins or my brothers or whatever. They didn't do shit. Same thing with the guy that's been living here probably for a long time. These political parties created the system that festered fraud and illegal immigration and all that. And then you get angry later at the people that came here because you gave them that. You let it happen. Hold yourself accountable. You all let it happen. And now you're mad that they're taking advantage of it because you let it happen? You got to be crazy. That's not logical. The logical thing would be to fix the problems. In a ship that's sinking, they taught us in the Navy that we need to patch and plug and shore up the leaks and fix it. It's a longer process, yes. But all we have been getting is horse shit from our political parties. You've been voting Democrat and Republican for fucking years. And you still live in the same fucking shithole economy and shithole situation, but they gave you a cheaper gas this year. Are you kidding me? Our infrastructure sucks. You guys should see overseas. I've been overseas. I see what it looks like. We're behind. You're the richest country in the world. You pay the most out of everything in taxes and everything, and you get the worst of everything. And you don't even know it. That's the crazy part about all this. You don't even know it. We have to wake up. We have outgrown this system. I hate to say it. The elites know it, and they're taking advantage of it. They're looting us. They're just hoping you don't realize it in time before they can pass all these AI controls that they've got planned for you. They've literally tested this stuff out in Israel and all these other places. They've got an operating system that works. Palantir is behind a lot of it over there. They've already tested it, and they want to bring that here. Because why? Well, now that we have all these bodies that we don't know are in the country, we have to put this technology in place to keep you safe. Because we let all these terrorists or these people in, or people that we don't know in, or there's all this stuff going on, and yada, yada, yada. Fear, fear, fear. Please, let us control you. Let us inject you. Let us own you. I'm sick of it. That's all I've seen. That's my perspective of the world. That's my algorithm. That's what I'm convinced. I am convinced after watching both sides divide and destroy families, friendships, this country. We need accountability mechanisms that cannot be bought, that cannot be threatened, that cannot be laundered, that cannot be blackmailed. We need a country that can function for generations with minimal taxation, allow AI to do its thing. We're going to have robots that'll eventually alleviate a lot of the stress. We need to not be stuck in this constant state of survival and misery. That is not what life is about. We are here to discover and innovate and grow and advance personally, professionally, spiritually, whatever that may be, whatever your belief system might be. How did a country function for generations with minimal taxation, yet now we pay more than ever, plus tariffs, plus fees, plus inflation, and still get the worst value in return? Look, I don't have all the answers. These are just things on my mind. And maybe I'm wrong. If I am, comment, let me know. But I do know this. We need balance. We need real accountability, actual consequences for criminals, fraudsters, and abusers of power. Politicians. I don't give a shit what side they're on. Not performative activism, not algorithm-fed outrage. You absorb TikTok, Instagram. It's going to constantly feed you that shit over and over again. Constantly keeping you in a state of outrage is probably not healthy for your brain, probably messing with your mental health, probably could get you to go out and commit a crime and shoot people or stand in front of police officers. What the hell? The victims are the children. The victims are these kids. We're teaching them this stuff, guys. This is what we're teaching them. As we sit on our phones all day long, every day, myself included. I'm mad at myself because I have a phone addiction, just like all of us. We're all addicted to it. Dopamine hits. Got to get out of that algorithm-fed outrage. Not corporate-funded protests with better branding. It's bullshit, and you know it. You fucking know it. I fought for this country, and if this is what it was all for, then we lost the plot somewhere along the way. I didn't even know about it, and I'm waking up to it because this is my experience. I'm done pretending. I'm done playing along. I'm done seeing families destroyed. The family needs to come back. We need to be serious about family again. This is a call not to rage at all, but to unite, to design systems to hold these people accountable that are foolproof. Whether it's voting on their work and seeing what they're doing and seeing if they're effective and getting rid of them when they're not. We should definitely have term limits. We shouldn't have people in there soaking us for decades, their entire life. Until they're old skeletons, they're still in Congress and still in all these places. They don't know what the fuck is going on in our country as it evolves. You think they know about AI? What the fuck that's going to bring? I know AI. I know what it's going to bring, but I'm younger than them. And even when I get older, I'm not going to know what the hell new futuristic technology shit's out there that could be taking advantage of us. This is not a call to rage. It's a call for unity. That's all I want. To step out of the ideological trance, policy over party, fucking logic and reality over our emotions. To rebuild something that works for people, not parasites. Because that is what I believe our government has become. It's a fucking parasite. It's bleaching off of you. Because a system that only survives by dividing its citizens is already collapsing. It's already in collapse. You're experiencing collapse. They're shutting it down. They're looting it. They're shutting the whole damn country down to bring in some kind of totalitarian control shit with AI. I already know this. It's the next logical step, folks. You think this can continue forever? Our debts can just keep going forever without payment? Everyone is in the process of selling their souls right now. That's what's happening. And it hurts. Hopefully you wake up to it. Did we keep arguing about hats? Or did we finally take the back room? We've got to wake up. Thank you for following me. If you think this stuff was important, please share it with people. This ain't going to grow on its own. I wish it could. It's impossible. Maybe this is more for me now. Maybe this isn't for everybody. Maybe this is just going to upset everyone. But the truth hurts. The truth can hurt, especially if we know we have been bamboozled, especially if we learn that it's always been bullshit to divide us. They've taught us the team model for some time. They've brought the coliseums and the bread and the circuses to keep us arguing and focused on that while they loot us over here. They taught us that. They enraged us. My football team versus this football team, and this and that, and this party versus this party, and this religion versus this religion. You get it? I don't mean for these monologues to take forever, but it's important to me that I leave this world better than I found it, that I leave it better for my children, for your children. I want a better life for your children. That's what I want. So help me in sharing this. Help me wake people up that yes, this is our system. Yes, it's worked for decades. I know you're married to the Republican Party. I know you're married to the Democrat Party. But we got to use them better. And it can't be far left, far right, crazy radical shit. Because that's just where we're trying to go to create a civil war where we kill each other and then all the capital firms come in and buy up all our houses for pennies on the dollar, like they've done in Maui, like they've done in the Palisades. This is just all facts, by the way. This is all shit that you can look up yourself. It's out there. It's free. So, gotta do something. See you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.